Hello, I'm Janet Foss, and someone asked me to do a picture tutorial of MAILCHIMP. So you sign in and create an account, and you, so I'm on this page, and it's like the campaigns, the templates, the lists, the reports, the photos. Photos are what I've already put in, taken from my farm. And then the reports just tell you who looked at your accounts if you want to know that. And there's a lot of times people don't look at it, and you have some people that look at it consistently. And then lists are people that you signed up to be on your MailChimp. And you can't just add people to MailChimp or they'll cancel you. And you may have to have a special email address because sometimes they don't let people use Gmail accounts. Um, Templates are like what you use to start out with. So you can click on templates and choose whatever you want. I use like a 1-2 column campaign template. And then the campaigns are like what you've recently done or what you're working on. And I'm working on a Portland March flowers, and so it's in draft form. But I haven't sent out any since September. But I just took the last Portland um, flower that I sent out, and I I it comes over here and it'll say like it'll say what do you want to do, and it'll bring up replicate. So I would just replicate that, and that's what I did for this one. It's replicated, and so here it says edit, and I do want to edit. And so when it brings up the edit, it says, who do you want to send it to? And I want to send it to everybody in Portland, all 81, but you can choose not to send it to all 81 recipients. And then who it's from, I never have to edit that. And then the subject is like, usually I put what day we're coming. And then the preview text is fresh local flowers at the Portland Market on Wednesday. I usually edit this every week. So maybe I'll say, hey, we got lots of tulips, or hey, we got lots of calla lilies. Um, but I change that pretty much every week so they don't get the same one. And I can also edit the Portland March flowers name up here. And I did edit that already because it said Portland September something flowers. And I changed it, and I always keep Portland in the Portland list because when people send me emails, I don't always know who they're from, and it helps if it says Portland or Seattle, but that doesn't always happen anyway, so sometimes I have to ask them where they are. So then we come to the content, and it says edit design. Sometimes um, you'll get the templates, but if you just click and save, it'll go to the template you've already created, or you can choose a new template. So ours has this picture that comes up first, and I just changed this to calla lilies. And if I click on this, it says edit, replace, whatever, and or I can delete it. But I don't want to delete it. I never hardly delete anything because I probably will need it eventually, and then I'll have to put it back up there. And then save and close. And then the next box is just information. So J. Foss Garden Flowers. And then I usually update this every week too, of kind of just an overview of what we have. Depending, you never know how much people are going to look at it. And then we're just going to be there Wednesday. So I said, see us Wednesday. And then I can save and close that. And then these are the two columns that I keep open. So I just added the calla lilies, and I can like go over here, and I can replace this, and I can click this, and then I can type in. It'll say what do you want to replace it with, and I can type in what I want to replace it with, but I don't really want to replace it right now, so I'm not going to do that. And so I added the muscari, and all of this is current stuff that we have right now. Okay, so I didn't put a price for pussy willows because we have various sizes, so I don't want to enter the price, but I sometimes do put all the prices down. And then we don't have China asters, so I can either replace it with something we have or I can delete it. So I'm going to delete it because I don't really have anything else to replace it with. And we don't have many greens right now, so I don't want somebody ordering green. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, so now my email is ready to send. But all of a sudden I remember that I have some moss that I want to send. So um, I can go up to this one and I can duplicate it. And then it'll come down here and then I can replace it with moss. Let's see if I have, okay, so I can replace it with moss and insert it and change the name. And now send it. And so that's what I do if I need to add or subtract. I just duplicate one of the ones above. And it really only takes me 5 minutes after the first day because of not doing it for a while, because everything pretty much stays the same. Like we'll have calla lilies for until June, and we'll have muscari just maybe for a while. So all of these things we'll have for a while. So we might have to add or subtract some things or change a few pictures, like different tulips will be available. We'll have a quince for, a couple months or a month or two. And pussy willows will probably be done shortly. We could add like wreaths in here because we do have pussy willow wreaths, but I'm not going to at this point. So anyway, now it's ready to send. And so save and close. And it says, do you want to send it? Okay, so then you just go up here and say send. And send now. It's going to go, you're about to send this to all 81 people of Portland. And if you change your mind, you can change it right now. But otherwise, it sends it. So there you go.